Bit of a different recap today for Wednesday, March 26th. Like I said, I've been testing automation, so it's pulling me away from my manual trading because I've been cleaning up the mess that the automation's been using. According to the company, you're supposed to just let it trade and not manually intervene. So I've been trying my best to do that, but then when it loses, I feel compelled to come in and clean up the mess because they are my evaluation accounts. So I'm with this company since last Monday. So you're talking 8 trading days, and their claims are they rarely lose. They go on 27 in a row, 37 in a row, 51 in a row. The losing days are very far apart. Well, at minimum, there's been 5 losing days in the last 8 and 3 winning days, and that's questionable as well. And the loss is $500 a day. So that's $2,500 in losses, which is enough to blow up your accounts. 50Ks anyway, and 25Ks definitely. Even if you size down, a lot of accounts. And people were saying that their accounts were blown out. Mine wasn't, because the way I use automation, if it's a winning day, it's a winning day. I shut it down, and those accounts are done. If it loses, I'll get the drawdown back. That's my job as a good manual trader. If it loses 500 like it did today, I got to get that back. Now, I can't do that every day, so my accounts are down a little bit. But for the most part, I'm still at break even with these losses, anywhere between 15 and 2,500, based on what you got for the winning days. So I'm going to show you a video that came out today because they blamed it on the market change because the contract changed last week, which I get that. They blamed it on some kind of time change where the rest of the world's clocks didn't change yet. So there's a lot of reasons why they say it lost. And now they're going to go on this roll where we're going to go at 28 days in a row, 30 days in a row without losing. Well, P.S. today was a losing day with the new strategy. I'm going to show a little bit of the video that I saw this morning and changed the settings to the new settings, which, of course, lost today.
Here's what happened. After that day, we then won 37 winning days in a row, and then we lost one right here on August the 7th.
Okay, I can't hear this, but I think you guys
Then
can.
we carried on, and lo and behold, we had our best run of the year.
So basically, he's
51
showing
days in a row.
You saw 27,
and then on the 18th of October,
37, now 51 days in a row.
Day.
So you get
it. As you can imagine.
So he's showing the template we started using today was this template that last year, about the same time period, this is how good it did. And, maybe it will. I mean, just because it did it last year doesn't mean it's going to do it this year. And with automation, I find out to be true. So this is the Discord. Everybody gets to post their results. I did not post mine today because mine more manual trading, and I don't think it's right to post that. And I didn't even post the losses. Here's one person. They traded in Sim, and this is the new template, the 4896. And this person was smart. To prevent blowing my accounts, I will continue to Sim until we get 3 consecutive green days. Well, this was day 1. If you just let this thing trade, it was down 1,600. I don't know if that's with commission or without commission. So that was that person. This guy, he won. Why did he win? Manual trading, was very selective with the signals. So he picked what signals. So he was a good trader. This is why he won today. But we're buying automation. So God bless this guy. He was able to trade the good signals because he knew the difference of, and a couple of signals, one was at the high of the day, one was at the low of the day. I mean, those are the signals he probably didn't take, and he was smart. I don't know what, this is a manual trader again, up, but now you're going to see all the reds. This was a normal user of the system that just followed the rules of the company to just let it trade. And this is what the results were. This is kind of what I got. 2 trades in a row, lost, boom, that was the end of it. And you can see their accounts are not bad. I don't know how many days they're trading, but you see the accounts are either a break even, a little over, a little under. All this red. Fourth day. This is a user that just followed the rules. 4th day, loss, blue fork out of 5 accounts. So this is what's been going on since last week. And today was the first day with this new improved strategy that went on these rolls of 27 days, 21 days, 37 days, 51 days. So listen, it was one day. Maybe it'll turn around, but you can see the users all got smoked today. Again, I don't know how this guy won. He didn't say. He just posted it. So chances are he was manually trading. Almost every user here got smoked. including me. So, I mean, obviously you see enough of that. So now I'm go to my trade performance, and that was before 10 o'clock. So you put it on at 9:31, and by 10 o'clock, I'm $500 down. So then I went to MNQ and I just started trading the way I trade, but like definitely over trading because I had such a hole to dig out of. And you can see from 10 o'clock, finally get green at noon. So it took 2 hours to make the $500 back for me. And I'm just going to skim through the trades. It was a blur. I don't even know what I did. So I'm going to see this for the first time along with you on how I traded. On the 25K account, these were 50K accounts and 25K accounts. I didn't take the loss because it didn't work. So I just took a few trades. I got up 60, $70 and I shut down. But the manual trading didn't work on the 25Ks because I was a little late getting it set up. And then I wasn't going to put it on after it lost like that. Let me make sure my mic is on. Hey, okay, good. All right, so I'm just going to look at these trades and try to figure out what I was doing because it was crazy. This, was a level. This is a new level. This is Monkey Man Trades level. I don't know what even the level was, but they're working good. Usually when I click on it, it tells me what it is. Key level. Previous, I'm drawing a blank on that. POC, I know it stands for something. Point of control. So it's a point of control. I basically let price hit it. I entered, and this could have been using some automation where I went here and I just saw reversal and I got in. Or I just could have entered, taking this bounce off of here and did great. 10 quick points. Now, this is second standard deviation. This is my bouncer trade. So as soon as price enters here, the bounces throw them out. 2 contracts, boom, money back. So right off the bat, nice chunk of change getting back. But I had $500 to make. Here's where I probably got in some trouble. Market was pushing down, but I'm playing the bouncer trade where it was going to pull back before it continued down. But it was fighting. It was fighting to the down, and it was a battle. So I'm really entering pretty hard here. These are low of the days. I do like this setup, and I was a little early. I should have waited till price got in here. That's, I broke the rules here. I'm supposed to wait till the price gets in here. And the way I should have done this, I did win this trade and probably won pretty good because I got out all of these, especially this contract was in at 02. And I was, a whole number playing this. So definitely a good winning trade, but what would I have done differently? Now you look back. Let price come into here and don't enter. Use this automation, and I would have either entered here or here. And reversal bar was here, I'd be in. Actually, it both would have been on the same bar. So that could have been, and I did get in there. I had a very good entry there. So that should have been the trade and would have been, took 0 heat. So I played a little around, got hit a little bit, but I knew I had low of the day, second standard deviation, third, and this to springboard me. And I knew I'd get out at least break even, and I did better than that. So that was some heat I took and got out. Still playing the same thing. I'm a little bit early here, but did well. It never even came in here, and I got out quickly. But still got, adding 10 points. Again, very aggressive, in early, in again. What should have been the trade? Same thing. Should have never got in here. Should have let this happen. Should have hit here. Should have got in there. So now I'm in, and I'm still stuck in here. Let's see what happens. How do I get out? And boom, I get out. So again, really aggressive trading because I had such a hole to get out of. So not the greatest trades and not what I should have did, but the trade management's good, and I was able to keep digging out. And the crazy thing is I was trade copying 3 other accounts, and I got them out of the hole too because the automation had 3 accounts on it. Here's another one. I'm ahead of the game. But again, it hits the low here. And you can see when it gets into second standard deviation, boom. And, one of the trades today, it was trying to go short the automation here, which I don't do. I wouldn't do, and this is exactly why. Price gets thrown out of here more times than not, and it will hit your stop, an automated stop that's set based on ticks. So that's the problem with the automation. It's trying to take shorts in here because the automation's telling it to do so, but it doesn't know what a manual trader knows, that it's the low of the day, second standard deviation, price tends to, and I'm not saying price does go a lot lower than this, but it pulls back before it does go lower. So I start taking some shorts eventually, but again, wins. Same thing. I'm playing that price is going to get thrown out. Daily lows, second standard deviation is going to get thrown out. This was definitely a lot of heat here. And then eventually I get out. And there you go. So I took a lot of heat there. I was probably down several $100. I probably disengaged this, and I was probably down a good $300-400. And then I got everything out and made money there. But that was the worst of the trading right there, because it really, price just went down like a rocket. Now I'm still playing here, longs. Now it looks like I might be playing shorts again off this level, because we're far enough away now from here to daily lows, and it was trending down pretty hard. So now I'm playing the shorts, longs and shorts, just playing levels. Yeah, I was even playing shorts here. Shorts here. So yeah, I let market pull back so it can continue down. So now I'm winning all of these shorts, and that was the logic. It pulled back far enough that now it had room to make new lows, which it eventually it did. So I did the right thing. This was, I think, a little trouble. I was still going downtrend, and it did go against me a lot here. But then I was confident. This is first standard deviation, and normally it would hit here and go back to the second standard, which is that green line way down below. And it does play here a lot, and you can see how relevant first standard deviation is. It battled it, broke it, it battled it. This went on for a while, and it did float around here. But, the market was down a lot. It was down, even at this point, still 170, 200 points down. So at some point, I knew we were going to flush, because the longs were not convinced. And you see, I wasn't even trading there. Or I could have been in a trade, and yeah, there you go. So I get out. So I was in a trade, taking that heat, and, it never really went that far, maybe 50, less than 50 micro points. And then I got, it was only 3 or 4 contracts. So it wasn't that much heat, maybe a few $100s. And that was, again, another one. After that, I don't think I took any. Here's another one, playing the shorts again, just filling up at these levels, and then it tumbles down my way. Boom. So that was a pretty crazy move up. But again, first standard deviation. This is a point of control. Hits these levels, reverses, made money. Still playing all the shorts now. Entries, targets. Thinking that we are going back to second standard deviation, which is this green line. Where is it? Yeah. It's down here now. And the low of the day is here. So I think we're breaking this low. We're going, there's Ludwig levels here. These things are like magnets. So for the most part, I'm taking pullback short. Now it's almost 12 o'clock already. So I'm probably really close to goal for the day. And you can see it. This level broke. I'm playing it down here. So I'm going to add in here, playing it down. And let's see what happens. Yeah, it does. So that was the right move. Even though it busted through this level, the play was down. Target's down. I'm 10 minutes away from being done for the day. And this is exactly what I said. We're going new daily low. So I was all shorts here. I wasn't even going long at this point. Although it looked like I did. Why? We're at low of the day. Second standing. Here's where it kind of gets exhausted. And it'll give me 10, 20, 30 points before it changes. I don't know how. Yeah, I got out of these. So these were good longs. A little risky because we're not in here yet. This is where I should have went long, and I think I eventually did. Yeah, like this is the long I like right here. This is where I would load up. And the funny thing is, I felt like it was going to break these lows because it broke through and it hit low. I was like, I think we're going to go lower. And I was still actually going short here. And there you go. 100% right. Breaks the Ludwigs. Once it breaks back up, I think, maybe we'll get a 10, 30, 40 point bounce up. And we did. And I grabbed 3 contracts, 10 points, 30 points. And that's it. That probably got me Yeah, playing bounces off Ludwig. Generally, it could stay here for 10, 20 minutes and just scalp the hell out of it. And eventually it will break it. But at this point, I think that was it. I got green. Yeah, 11:57. That was the end of that. So that's the crazy recap, but it really pulled me away from my trading. I won't put this on any PAs because it just, here's the 3 accounts that I dragged out of the gutter today. And all of these losses were from the automation. And me trying to fight my way out of it, these would be blown if I just left it on. They'd be either close to blown or blown because it's been that many, 500. How many $500 losing days could you handle? But that's how I dug out of the bag today. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like I couldn't hear the recap, but I think, he says it's 21 days, 27 days, 31 days, and 51 days with just one losing day. So we'll see what happens. If they go on that roll, I'll definitely let them know, but just want to keep everything honest on this.